All right, let's bring up our guests here and further the discussion. TW Shannon, Marc Lotter. TW, I'm going to start with you. You said that sounds scary, what you just heard.
Well, listen, I was always told when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And Comrade Kamala, she's really proposing a complete communist takeover of the American economy. That's what we heard. I mean, I heard several things there. And what she really did, she was a stunning admission that Build Back Better, Bidenomics, and Kamalanomics has failed America, because she said time and time again, things are too high. Gas prices are too high. The grocery bills are too high. Mortgages are too high. Well, when did they become too high? They became too high the minute she was sworn into office. And so not only was this a complete communist takeover of the American economy, but she was admitting that she has failed the American people. And her only proposal is to come in with these Stalinistic style government controls.
In there and
I mean, really, this is terrifying stuff. And again, we know her background. We don't know a lot about Kamala Harris, to be honest, but we do know that her father, as we were talking about, her father was a Marxist. I mean, he was a true believer in Marxism, and that's what she sounded like. She sounded like a Marxist princess. And again, this isn't a partisan shot. I certainly disagree with Kamala Harris, but this was terrifying. This scared me to my core, not as some guy sitting on a news station. This scared me as an American.
When you heard the word federal ban on price, she said gauging at first. I think she meant gouging. Price gouging on foods. Who are these so-called bad actors who are gouging prices on foods? Last time I checked, you look at the crops and in a given year, and something might go up or down, as we watch the markets. The value of foods is not determined typily by the government in this country.
Well, I was going to say, it is in Russia.
Yeah.
And
how's that working out for them?
Check out in Venezuela. It certainly is. And so this just shows you how far the Democrat Party has gone. And this also shows you what happens when you don't have an election, when you don't allow people to fundamentally sit down and have a conversation with other candidates. She was an unvetted candidate, frankly, for president. She was never a candidate.
Right.
She was appointed and installed as the presidential nominee.
Like there was a plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get somebody with rhetoric and talking points and a vision like that. A new vision, I agree. It would certainly be new. Marc, what are your thoughts?
I mean, TW is absolutely right. Kamala never admitted why the middle class is struggling. Inflation was 1.4% the day they took the oath of office. Gas was $2.39 a gallon, and the average 30-year fixed mortgage was 2.77%. After that, it's all on your watch. You caused all of these problems. I remember my mom saying, if you broke it, you bought it. Yeah. We're not going to hire the people who broke it and say, well, now come and fix it again. And her answer is not to fix the problem. It's to put a socialist Band-Aid on it. We need to deal with the cost of energy to bring down cost of production, cost at the store. We need to bring down inflation to bring down interest rates, which makes home ownership more affordable. You don't need a government handout. You need interest rates to come down so people can afford to buy their first house. And her answer to everything is the government is here to help. And if I remember correctly, Ronald Reagan told us those were the scariest words ever to be uttered.
She just said we're here to help. She said, I will go after the bad actors. That shook me to my core.
People should believe that, too.
I believe her.
If you're a grocer, look out.
She said, I will go after the bad actors. I just wish she would go after the people that are crossing our border, the 9 million people that came across our border.
No.
I wish she would go after them instead of offering to give them $25,000 houses to live in once they get here, because that's what it sounded like to me.
We didn't hear anything about the border, did we?
You're CEO of a bank here. How would somebody go in and go after business on the government? What does this even look like?
Yeah, you do it a lot with the tax code. I mean, if you want more of something, you tax it. If you want more of something, you release taxes. If you want less of it, you tax it. And that's exactly what she's talking about. And we know she was a big support of this, adding more IRS agents so that she could go after bad actors. That's what it's all about. You grow government, you have the guys with the guns go after them, and you make life miserable. That's how you go after people that are abiding by the law. But she said it herself. I will go after the bad actors. Just hope you don't find yourself as one of Kamala's bad actors.